Settle in, folks. Grab your popcorn, get comfy, and maybe even call your most adventurous friend, because what you're about to see is unlike anything you've ever watched before. If you've ever thought Florida was wild, with its gators and unpredictable weather, just wait until you meet Papua New Guinea, a place so strange, so untamed, it feels like reality itself took a vacation and left the rules behind. This is a land where the ordinary is extraordinary, and the bizarre is just part of daily life. This isn't your grandma's travel doc. Forget the usual tourist traps and glossy brochures. Here, every moment is an adventure, and every corner hides a new surprise. We're diving into a land where money comes from the sea, hair becomes hats, and traditions are as wild as the landscape itself. Imagine paying for groceries with shells or wearing a hat made from your neighbor's hair. Here, that's just Tuesday. And crocodiles? They're practically family. People here don't just live near these ancient reptiles. They celebrate them, swim with them, and even raise them as part of their culture. Forget everything you learned in geography class. Papua New Guinea is the final exam you never studied for. The pop quiz that leaves you scratching your head and wondering how you missed this chapter in school. It's beautiful, chaotic, and gloriously weird. From vibrant markets bursting with color to street celebrations that feel like a fever dream, every day here is a festival of the unexpected. So buckle up or don't. Here, safety is more of a suggestion than a rule, and sometimes the best stories come from the bumps along the way. Ready for a trip into the unhinged heart of our planet? Pack your sense of wonder and maybe a spare pair of socks. You're going to need them. Let's get started before a tree kangaroo steals my wallet. Yes, you heard that right. Tree kangaroos are real, and they're just as mischievous as they sound. Yes, that's a real thing. Welcome to Papua New Guinea, Earth's weirdest corner and your new favorite adventure. Communication in Papua New Guinea? Good luck. This is a place where even the simplest conversation can turn into a real-life puzzle, and every greeting is a leap of faith. There are over 800 indigenous languages here, about 12% of the world's total, all packed into a country roughly the size of California. That's more languages than most continents, squeezed into one island nation. Imagine needing a new translator every 20 miles or even less. Each valley, each village, might have its own unique way of speaking, its own dialect, its own secret code. Even Google Translate would just give up, overwhelmed by the sheer variety. Your phone might as well be a paperweight here. It's like the Tower of Babel, but instead of confusion and chaos, everyone's just trying to order lunch, buy some fruit, or ask for directions. The result? A symphony of voices, gestures, and laughter. If you visit Master Charades, seriously, your best tool isn't a phrasebook, it's your hands, your smile, and your willingness to look a little silly. Otherwise, you might accidentally agree to trade your rental car for a pig, or end up promising to join a local festival without even realizing it. It's linguistic chaos, and it's glorious. Every street corner is alive with a different melody of words, every market stall a new adventure in communication. Welcome signs? Just draw a smiley face and hope for the best. Sometimes a friendly gesture is the only universal language. Here, every conversation is an adventure. Good luck. And remember, in Papua New Guinea, getting lost in translation is half the fun. Forget cash. Try seashells. In many parts of Papua New Guinea, kina shells are still used as currency. Your wallet? More like a clanking sack. Want to make a big purchase? Hope you've got a wheelbarrow full of mollusks. Counterfeiting? Maybe just some very creative snail painting. Next time your card gets declined, be glad you're not arguing over sand dollars. In PNG, you need a coin bucket, not a purse. Meet the Huli Wigmen, masters of hair recycling. They grow their hair, shave it off, and weave it into elaborate ceremonial wigs, decorated with feathers. It's a sacred process, taking years of dedication and even a special wig school. Multiple wigs mark different life stages, a living, wearable photo album. Next time you complain about a haircut, remember, these guys are harvesting raw materials for art. My comb-over feels pretty lame now. While we're glued to Wi-Fi, some tribes in Papua New Guinea are still uncontacted, living deep in the jungle. They've basically ghosted the modern world by choice. Maybe they saw outsiders and thought, nope, we're good. They're the world champions of social distancing. No mortgages, no reality TV, just yams and peace. Maybe we're the ones who are truly isolated. Forget bald eagles. Papua New Guinea's bird of paradise is a feathered supermodel, dozens of species, each more flamboyant than the last with wild colors and insane mating dances. These birds are the ultimate status symbol. Tribes even decorate their wigs with their feathers. If a bird of paradise were a person, it'd be the life of the party. In PNG, true wealth is a hat adorned with psychedelic fireworks. These birds aren't just animals, they're icons. Move over, peacocks. Yes, cannibalism was real here, an unsettling fact that fascinates and horrifies in equal measure. Well, it's mostly gone by the 1970s, so you're probably safe if you're planning a visit. But for centuries, this practice was woven into the fabric of some communities, making Papua New Guinea's history both unique and, well, a little bit chilling. For some tribes, cannibalism wasn't just about survival or violence, it was a deeply meaningful ritual. It could be a way to honor the dead, to keep their spirit alive within the community, or even to absorb an enemy's power and courage. These ceremonies were complex, spiritual, and often misunderstood by outsiders. The four tribes' rituals, in particular, led to the spread of a unique and tragic brain disease called kuru. This illness, caused by consuming human brain tissue, devastated families and baffled scientists for years, eventually leading to groundbreaking discoveries in medicine and anthropology. It's a sobering reminder of how different cultures can be, and how traditions, no matter how strange they seem to outsiders, often have deep roots and powerful meanings within a community. The legacy of those old rituals lingers in stories and memories, but today, you're far more likely to be offered a hearty meal of chicken, sweet potatoes, or fresh fish than anything else. Papua New Guinea's cuisine is now a celebration of local flavors and hospitality. It's a dark chapter, but one that shaped PNG's history, identity, and even its place in the world's imagination. Understanding it helps us appreciate the resilience and adaptability of its people. So maybe skip the nervous jokes at dinner. Instead, embrace the warmth and generosity you'll find at the table, and remember that every culture has its own stories, some stranger than others. Respect the past, savor the present, and stick to the local cuisine. You'll be fine, and you might just discover a new favorite dish along the way. Think hiking is easy? Meet the Kokota Track, a 60-mile muddy, leech-infested jungle marathon. It's a brutal test of endurance, with a history as a Dodo battleground. People train for months just to survive it. The trail has a cruel sense of humor. Just when you're confident, it throws a mudslide at you. You'll finish with a 1,000-yard stare and a new love for dry socks. If you crave misery and beauty, this is your paradise. For everyone else, stick to the photos. Imagine a kangaroo that climbs trees. That's the tree kangaroo, nature's weirdest mashup. It looks like a bear cub. A kangaroo and a lemur had a meeting in a tree. Clumsy on the ground, agile in the canopy, it's evolution's oddball. The first tree kangaroo was probably just running from something and never came down. Spotting one is like seeing a furry paradox. It's the perfect symbol for PNG, unexpected, awkward, and wonderful. Nature's little paradox indeed. Wrestling alligators? Child's play. On the Sepik River, some tribes believe they descend from crocodiles. Initiation means enduring hundreds of cuts to create crocodile-like scars, a permanent, painful badge of honor. It's a spiritual connection, literally carved into skin. Forget tattoos, these guys become the crocodile. It's a relationship with nature that's both terrifying and deeply admirable. The Sepik isn't just a river, it's a sacred living legend. Family reunions here come with teeth and scars. Most flags are simple. Papua New Guinea's, it's a split personality. Black with the Southern Cross, red with a bird of paradise. Designed by a 15-year-old schoolgirl, it's both ancient and flamboyant. It's like a mullet business on one side, party on the other. The flag captures PNG's dual nature, mysterious and vibrant. It's design whiplash, but it works. No other flag says expect the unexpected quite like this. It's the perfect symbol for PNG. Papua New Guinea laughs at our tech. Vast jungles and mountains remain unmapped and unexplored. Cartographers just draw clouds and hope for the best. Roads? Rare. Planes or your own feet are the main options. New species are discovered all the time. It's a real-life lost world. For all our satellites, PNG keeps its secrets. It's not just off the beaten path, it hasn't even built the path yet. There's something magical about that. Meet the Asaro Mudmen, masters of year-round spookiness. They're legend escape enemies by emerging from a river covered in white clay, looking like ghosts. Now they don clay masks with grotesque features and move in eerie silence. It's performance art that will haunt your dreams. Forget jump scares, just walk slowly in mud and a mask. The Mudmen turned desperation into a living legend. Their Halloween game is unbeatable. Forget coffee. PNG's national vice is beetle nut. Chewed everywhere, it gives a buzz and stains teeth and sidewalks bright red. The result? Streets look like a Jackson Pollock painting. A red smile is a badge of honor here. It's a social ritual, a daily fix, and a cultural fabric, just a very stained one. Every culture has its crutch. PNG's is just more visible. Starbucks, eat your heart out. House hunting in PNG? Worry less about noisy neighbors, more about volcanoes erupting in your backyard. The country sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, dozens of active volcanoes. Rabaul was buried in ash in 1994. The old city is now a modern Pompeii. The land is fertile but volatile. High risk, high reward. Your ocean view might come with a lava flow. Property values here are truly explosive. Port Moresby, the capital, is no tourist paradise. High crime, tough streets, and a wild mix of cultures. It's gritty, chaotic, and real. A city on the edge. Modern offices stand beside squatter settlements. 800 language groups collide here. Would I recommend it for a family vacation? Only if your family is ex-Special Forces. But to understand PNG, you have to understand Port Moresby. It's the tough, beating heart of a wild nation. There you have it, Papua New Guinea, the world's weirdest, most fascinating place. From hair hats to volcanoes, if your mind isn't blown, check your pulse. If you loved this wild ride, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which fact broke your brain. Ready to book a flight? Maybe update your will first. Pack extra socks and a sense of humor. You'll need both. Thanks for watching.